And the time right now, 12:13 on your Friday afternoon. Very, very chilly out there with a breeze, I was going to say wind, out of the northwest, cold wind direction. Say 30 miles an hour, over that in some cases. Take a live look. You can see that wind over on Long Island Sound. So right now we're looking at Old Saybrook. The camera's obviously shaking around a bit, but those white caps out in the distance, yeah, that's because of that wind that is gusty, sustained out of the north and west, say 20 to in some cases 25, gusts over 30. Here's your air temperature though, 20s to even some lower 30s. These are manageable for this time of year with the angle of the sun, not too bad, but it's the wind speeds right now, these are sustained 5 to in some cases near 20 miles per hour gusting, up and over 30 in a few cases along the shoreline. Everybody else, that 25 to near 30, very, very chilly out there, making the feels like temperature, your wind chill in the single digits in some of the hill towns, but everywhere else, teens and 20s, this is what you're dressing for. It is, once again, a very chilly day in Connecticut, but big changes come in by the weekend. The wind gust trend throughout the rest of the day today, they will subside, and by the time we get towards tomorrow morning, a light breeze is all we'll see. But as far as what it looks like across the eastern half of the U.S., there's a couple snowflakes through parts of the Midwest. If you look at right along the eastern seaboard here, you see how it's clear right by the coast, and then you have those clouds just beyond that? Well, what happens is you have a very cold air mass coming over relatively warmer waters, and you get those clouds to form. I mean, it's all the way towards the Gulf of Mexico. Check that out through, say, the northern Gulf anyway. But as far as the temperatures, looking at those 40s for Jacksonville, 70s down in Miami, but that's it. Everybody else seeing those teens and 20s, very, very cold, but big changes are on the way for basically the entire eastern half of the United States. As far as what our spring outlook looks like, spring comes in just under a month, March 20th, so just about 4 weeks away. Precipitation from March, goes through June, looks to be a bit, say, average or just a bit above. But as far as the temperatures, those look to be on the higher side. So if you like warmer temperatures, you're going to like the spring outlook. But until then, it's going to feel like spring next week. Futurecast shows an area of high pressure coming closer towards Connecticut, so that will lessen our winds, but it also keeps us on the drier side, which is a big change. This is actually the first weekend of the month. We won't see any precip from start to finish. It feels like temperatures through the weekend and then into next week. Yeah, it gets much more bearable. Here's a look at what the actual air temperature could be by Tuesday afternoon. Some low 50s. Major, major changes on the way. By then, though, if we see any precip, it'll come in the form of rain. Right now, there's a chance for a sprinkle Tuesday. Better chance comes in later in the week. Your forecast highs today, we're basically there, but remember, it's feeling like the teens and the 20s. Lows tonight is another very chilly night, but this is the last one for at least a week. Your First Alert 7-day forecast shows the weekend's nice and dry, but climbing into the 40s. By Monday, 45 degrees. Tuesday, near 50, a bit breezy. That breeze out of the southwest, though, will feel pretty nice. If we don't reach 50 on Tuesday, possibly on Wednesday, and then our next shower chance comes in on Thursday. That will be the form of rain with temperatures in the 40s, but it is still winter, ladies, so I say don't write off winter just yet. Put it that way. We'll just leave it at that.
Never in New England, especially, right?
Yeah. Hey, but that 50.